China's ghost cities. Imagine a city where skyscrapers tower over empty streets, where silence reigns supreme and where a chilling sense of abandonment lingers in the air. These eerie scenes are not from a post-apocalyptic movie, but are in fact the reality of China's ghost cities. These urban landscapes, seemingly frozen in time, have captured the world's attention, raising questions about the dark underbelly of China's rapid economic growth. One of the most prominent examples of China's ghost cities is Ordos, located in northern China. In the early 2000s, China was experiencing a coal mining boom and was awash with cash. Fueled by the expectation of a massive economic boom, the Chinese government decided to build an entirely new city named Ordos, intended to accommodate 1 million residents. However, a decade later, hardly anyone had moved to Ordos. It was built close to Ordos's old town, which was already thriving, rendering the new city unnecessary for most. The primary residents of Old Town were migrant workers and government officials who were encouraged to move to the empty new town by relocating government offices. The grim reality is that 80 to 90% of the apartments in Ordos are owned by investors hoping for long-term profits. These wealthy investors were in no rush to lower property prices, resulting in a deserted city. In 2016, China attempted to lower its expectations by aiming for a population of just 300,000 in Ordos. However, high taxes and subpar construction continued to deter potential residents. By 2016, only 100,000 people called Ordos home. This is not an isolated incident. Across China, there are an estimated 65 million empty housing units, enough to house the entire population of France. The reason behind this surplus of housing lies in China's middle class viewing property as a safe investment. Restricted from investing abroad, owning multiple homes within China serves as a secure way to preserve life savings. Sometimes the term ghost cities doesn't fully capture the situation. In some cases, the problem isn't an entire city but specific neighborhoods within them. Zhonming, a city with a population equivalent to Madrid, contains neighborhoods with little to no residents. One glaring example is Sunshine City in Zhonming, where 15 unfinished skyscrapers stood for years before being demolished in 2021 due to the developer's financial woes. Evergrande Spender City, another neighborhood in Zhonming meant to house 60,000 people, saw its shops, stores, kindergarten, and hospital all closed down. The Evergrande property developer, meanwhile, was accumulating enormous debts. Tianducheng stands out for its attempt to replicate Paris in China. However, rather than capturing the essence of the French capital, the city simply copied it, creating a Parisian facade complete with cobblestone streets and exact replicas of iconic landmarks such as the Arc de Triomphe and the Eiffel Tower. Despite the meticulous replication, the cost of living in Tianducheng is prohibitively high for many. Most of the city's visitors are curious tourists from nearby Shanghai. Tianducheng exemplifies the idea that some things, like Paris, cannot be replicated. Ujiapu was China's ambitious attempt to replicate Manhattan. The city's promotional video even mocked major American cities, highlighting the absence of homelessness, drug addicts, graffiti, and street vendors. However, the absence of these issues is because there is not much else happening in Ujiapu. Empty streets, unfinished office buildings, and closed cinemas define the cityscape. Bloomberg reported on Ujiapu's desolation, painting a picture of a place that lacks the vibrancy and activity associated with a bustling city. Despite the meticulous attention to detail in recreating an English idyll, Thames Town remains eerily devoid of the vibrant life one would expect from such a charming setting. The quaint facades and cobblestone streets seem to beckon tourists to take a leisurely stroll through its picturesque lanes, yet the reality paints a starkly different picture, with most of the town's streets echoing with a haunting silence. A walk through Thames Town can feel like stepping into a quiet, abandoned movie set. The initial vision for Thames Town was clear. It was designed to cater to students and university workers seeking a tranquil yet culturally immersive environment. However, a harsh reality emerged as the dreams of this English-inspired town collided with the stark economics of high property prices. Thames Town's property costs proved to be a formidable deterrent for its intended residents, leaving the streets bereft of the vibrant academic community it had once envisioned. Thames Town's struggle with vacancy presents a paradoxical challenge. While it faithfully replicates elements of English architecture and culture, its high cost of living prevents it from becoming the thriving community it was meant to be. The careful craftsmanship and attention to detail that have gone into creating this faux English haven stand in stark contrast to its current underutilized state. Interestingly, Thames Town is not alone in its endeavor to recreate iconic foreign locales. China has witnessed the emergence of various cities and towns designed to mimic famous international destinations. These duplicature projects aim to offer Chinese citizens a taste of foreign culture and architecture without the need to travel abroad. While such endeavors may be seen as endearing by some, they also highlight the challenge of replicating the soul and essence of a place, as well as making it accessible to a wide range of residents. Not all ghost cities remain deserted. Chenggang, transformed from natural farmland and rolling mountains in 2003, became a city that initially had few residents. However, it later found new life as a living space for students. 7 colleges in the area breathed fresh life into the city, fostering night markets, street vendors, and social activities. International stores like H&M and Zara even set up shop. Pudong, located just outside Shanghai, was once dubbed China's first ghost city. In 1998, during the Asian financial crisis, its skyscrapers had a vacancy rate of 70%, leading some to describe it as a status movement for a dead pharaoh. However, efforts to transform the city's fortunes paid off. Banks relocated to Pudong, and international businesses were incentivized to set up shop. Today, it is a far cry from its ghost city status, with an annual GDP surpassing $400 billion. China's ghost cities and neighborhoods offer a captivating glimpse into the complexities of the country's monumental growth. While some of these cities remain desolate, others have managed to breathe new life into their urban landscapes. The future of China's ghost cities remains uncertain, but they serve as a reminder of the consequences of rapid development and urbanization. As we look ahead, we can only wonder which cities will continue to stand empty and which will find new life in the years to come. If you liked this video, make sure to like and subscribe. Don't forget to smash the bell icon for all our upcoming videos.